Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I'm back with another Starcraft 2 1 versus 1 bot AI cast. We have got ourselves what should be a good one here today, as it's going to be none other than Sharkbot taking on Xena in what is a Protoss versus random match, which just so happens to be a PvP. Toss versus toss, so lots of potential for cheese here. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, before we get too far into this one, make sure to go ahead and click that like button if you haven't already. Join the Discord, which is linked down below, and leave a comment saying more bots. If you want to see more of these bot games, you can type more bots, more bagels. Let me know how your day was, what your favorite holiday food is, as anything in the comments helps with the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, let's see. We have got double gateways going on up for Sharkbot. So playing like a traditional Protoss. Xena, on the other hand, just goes for a single gate and a Zealot. Sharkbot is scouting out, so it knows it's playing against a Protoss bot. And as far as the build goes from Xena, saying 4-gate 56%, proxy void, 1-base tempest. It's got a bit of a wide range of builds, and the win rates fluctuate, so looks like we should have a bit of a close match between these two. We've got Sharkbot still just scouting out with this probe. However, that Zealot pops out. Doesn't quite get the probe though. Xena says wall breach 139, but no, the wall is fine. It's fine. And we've actually got a forge on the way for Xena, interestingly enough. We've got a proxy pylon was discovered by Sharkbot. However, probes are falling victim to one of the classic positional errors that happens oh so often in StarCraft 2. Whenever you're trying to defend a cannon rush or a proxy or something like that, and then you just pull probes, they'll do exactly what they're doing for Sharkbot. Instead of going around, only 2 probes right now are attacking this. We've got quite a few more of those probes are pulled off the line. They actually delete the probe that was going to build a proxy Stargate. So Xena was getting quite dirty with this one. Behind this, though, Xena is just building a a battery and a cannon. Whereas Sharkbot, despite the mass overkill with this probe pull, seems to have done just fine as far as defending that. Xena loses the pylon and says proxy failed, so it's just gonna have to play this one out. And yeah, great cheese defense from Sharkbot. I'm actually not 100% sure how it scouted that out, whether it just sent a scouting worker, but then we've got those probes all going back to work after that economic delay. And Sharkbot, yeah, has not a bad spot for itself, as it's both its gateways up, it's on equal workers with Xena just about. It's throwing up its tech, and behind this, Xena just elects to throw up a Nexus. Looks like Sharkbot does see the Nexus too, so that's a very important scout, knowing that there's no crazy follow-up cheese or anything like that. That's gonna allow Sharkbot to probably just macro itself, and we're gonna get a bit of a rare kind of forced macro game from Xena. When the cheese fails, you gotta fall back on your fundamentals, and we'll see how well Xena's going to handle this. 2 adepts are crossing the map. There is 1 zealot out, a battery, and a cannon, but those adepts can potentially just shade right on by the stalker, right on by the zealot. I'm not sure Xena's going to be able to defend these adepts without losses. There's the adept shading by, and there's no play to deal with those. However, the adepts do cancel their shade, actually, upon seeing that cannon, so they might not actually make it into the main base, which is very important for Xena, as if they did, they'd cause trouble, and they don't complete that shade. I do wonder if that cannon is perfectly blocking the adept shade, because, yeah, if it wasn't there, maybe they would complete the shade and then just go murder probes. We do have a probe transfer towards that natural base. Nice and timely for Xena, as that's going to allow that base to be mining as optimal for as long as possible. We've got more adepts being produced by Sharkbot, and then 2 stalkers behind it. So 4 adepts with 2 stalkers going to be backing them up in the future. For now, we've got 1 oracle out, going to be flying towards the main base. As far as anti-oracle in the main base goes, there's absolutely diddly squat, so Xena's going to be in quite a bit of trouble. The adepts complete the shade. Probes are running all over the place, and the oracle is going to be having the time of its life now, as it can just start shooting these probes. The stalker's busy shooting the adept. The Oracle is up to 7 kills so far. Zealots are chasing after Adepts, but they're not going to do too well at that. Looks like the cannon is actually going to help kill off that Oracle. The Adepts are still in the main. Zealots are getting on top of some of the Adepts in the chaos that is all this pathing. And probes are still running all over the place for Xena. Xena maintains a worker lead behind this, though, not losing too many workers. I mean, it lost 13 probes, but then it's still got 28 to 23, so a worker lead is maintained. That may be closing now, but then again, there is still a natural base up where there is no such thing for Sharkbot. We've got Sharkbot saying, congratulations, 10 of your workers just got a free light show as the Oracle hits its 10th kill. A cannon does build in the main base from Xena, which I love. It's a little bit late, though, as the damage has been done. Now, we'll see whether Xena can hold on against what's probably going to be a follow-up as these Stalkers cross the map, and it is quite a lot of Stalkers for Sharkbot. Sharkbot is crossing the field. Xena, I mean, it's got a cannon in the main base to help defend against the Oracle, which, I mean, may actually kill the Oracle, but more workers are going to die. Xena also seems stubborn as far as producing units go. It warps in a Zealot. I mean, I guess its economy is just too low. We've got another cannon building for Xena, but up come the Stalkers for Sharkbot, now pushing on the front. It's 26 supply against 7, 1 Stalker against 9. There's going to have to be some major mistakes made by Sharkbot if it's gonna lose in this situation. There is the battery overcharge, and the cannon does finish up, so there's a lot of chaos to be had right now. One of those Stalkers may go down. The cannon is getting some shots off on another one, so maybe Xena can hold on for a bit. A good probe pull did really send those Stalkers pathing crazy, which seems to be kind of a valid thing that happens in the meta of these bot games. I believe that was a cannon killing off another Oracle. But yeah, it does seem that the pathing isn't as traditional. Like, we saw those Adepts get chased down by Zealots just because there was probes all over the place messing with their pathing earlier, and that's something that you got to consider as a bot author, I guess, when it comes to programming. Probes are now pulled off the line, and that's actually helping the Zealots get some connections on the Stalkers. Meanwhile, the battery is just healing up anything that gets shot. Looks like the one Stalker is coming down the ramp. There still is just a pitiful amount of units for Xena. It seems to refuse to make another Stalker. It's just got Zealots. Got tag stuck worker. Another battery overcharge does happen, though, so that's actually going to help out Xena tremendously in keeping these probes alive, keeping all these units alive. Sharkbot's attacks are just not having any success due to this battery. Probes being pulled off the line, Stalkers get repelled. The Oracles haven't really been able to get too much more damage done since the presence of the cannons. I mean, 32 probes have died, but it's still an even worker count just about. As Xena holds on, there is an Immortal that's going to pop relatively soon. That's going to be very big when it comes to defending. We've also got Blink and +1 on the way for Xena, so things will improve. The Stalker shoots down one of Sharkbot's Stalkers, but then does perish, and another one gets warped in. Not in the best spot. It runs to the battery, but the battery is not there to help. We've now got a Void Ray as well, working away on the Cybernetics core. Now, that's the only source of anti-air for Xena. That is massively concerning if that goes down, because yeah, Xena needs Stalkers in order to defend this. Another Stalker gets warped on in, however, it's in the line of fire, so it's gonna get shot and take some damage. The Cybercore does stay alive, though, thanks to a battery overcharge, I suppose, that was healing it. That's very cool programming for Xena to utilize that. We've got, I mean, Sharkbot's still just doing its thing, warping in Stalkers, sending them across the map. The red Protoss bot has been in attack mode, but Xena is somehow weathering this storm. The Immortal is out. It's just hunting down and killing off Stalkers. Easy peasy. There is that Void Ray still causing problems as Xena lacks anti-air still. There's now 2 Immortals, soon to be a 3rd out. That's more Immortals than Stalkers. Xena is about to have a 3rd base done, which will give it a nice economic lead. Sharkbot has yet to start its own natural. We've got a bit of a transition now coming from Sharkbot as it throws up a forge, but it is still lacking tech. We've now got a 4th on the way for Xena at an interesting location. Sharkbot, yeah, is definitely going to be behind on the economy. Xena seems to have weathered the storm long enough, and there is quite a few Void Rays out, which could be problematic for Xena. Xena only has 4 Stalkers, but my concern for Xena in this game has dropped a lot. So incredible defense by the Protoss bot. And yeah, What a great match this has been so far. I love these back and forth bot games that we have. It's incredible that people program bots that have games this close. We've now got Sharkbot doing what it does best, which is going into mass air as it gets up a fleet beacon, a Stargate on the way, a natural base building, so it is going to be on 3 bases to what'll be 5 for Sharkbot for Xena soon enough. And I do think that carriers or Tempest could be quite good here for Sharkbot. The concern is whether Sharkbot will live long enough to get that up. That is my concern, because I do think Xena may have a hard time dealing with carriers or whatever late game things Sharkbot may make, but Sharkbot's got to get there first. We've got Tempest now being produced. Xena does have Blink on those Stalkers, and the Oracle is keeping a few of these Stalkers busy, but I mean, Xena's on 5 bases. It can make 5 probes at a time if it wants, or it will be able to. Soon Stalkers blink on top of that Oracle and kill it. We've got the Tempest now building for Sharkbot as it just hangs out on 3 bases for now. We'll see if there's going to be a 4th base taken soon or not. Supply-wise, it is a lead for Sharkbot, as it's got a nice Stalker count. It's got some Zealots out, Void Rays out too. No Blink though, no attack upgrades, whereas Xena has got +2 attack, heading into +3 attack. There is going to be +1 air weapons on the Tempest, but yeah, I mean, Xena's economy is going to be scary. It's just going to be able to pump so many units. Sharkbot's going to need some really high efficiency defense in order to stay alive if Xena moves out. Let's see, Xena still just warping in units, getting up more gateways, even getting a Robo Bay on the way. I'm not sure how much that's going to help against mass air, as Sharkbot says, favorite movie. I don't know what Xena's is, but it would definitely be a high action film, that's for sure. Maybe like John Wick or something. And now we do have a mothership on the way for Sharkbot. That could be very big and helpful when it comes to defending against a potential attack of Xena, because I mean, the cloak could throw Xena for a loop. It could really mess with the targeting, the pathing. We'll just have to wait and see. Sharkbot is at least getting +1 attack, +1 armor on the air units. That's going to help out getting out a Robo Facility and a Twilight Council. Even a single Phoenix on the way. I am concerned by this spending of Sharkbot, investing in all this tech. I think it really just needs units right now to hold on. We do have Xena now coming on in saying attacking the 4th with 60 supply. Can Sharkbot hold on against this? It's got Void Rays, Stalkers, plenty of Zealots of its own, and the Tempest on the ground, so I'm not sure Xena's actually going to have success with this attack. Battery overcharge gets popped, so Sharkbot's going to be the one benefiting from that now, and all of a sudden, the attack from Xena didn't work out too well. Sharkbot's got to be careful not to engage against this, away from its support, away from its Tempest notably too, but it is feeding in with its Zealots, with its Stalkers. Phoenix coming in to lift up some of these units. There are Void Rays in the skies. They're going to be able to help deal with some of the Stalkers, but they're all of a sudden very under-supported. Tempest are coming forward now too, which may help deal with these Stalkers. We do have Xena just warping in more and more Stalkers to reinforce this, and this is the production. 80 workers just warping in more and more units. Sharkbot has got to really go on the defensive. That move out, that counter attack where it met Xena's army away from its static defense really came back to bite it. I think the Tempest, the mothership, are still in the skies. We've got Cloak going down too, which will help out. However, it is just 3 Tempests trying to defend now against 18 Stalkers. The 4th base has been broken as Xena's just supercharged attack with its economy behind it has been a little bit too much, I think, for Sharkbot to hold on. And it just goes to show that economy is king in StarCraft 2. There are timings you can make where you sacrifice your economy, but in the end, it usually is the player or the bot with better macro that comes out on top. And Sharkbot, yeah, just really delayed its natural expansion, and then it was much later getting the 3rd and the 4th. And it's one of those things that has got to be difficult to program as a bot author, or even think of design-wise, like, because if you program a greedy bot, you've got to look at it and say, man, if my bot got attacked right now, it would be so dead. But that just doesn't seem to happen in too many of these longer bot games anyway. Of course, there is quite a selection bias when it comes to the replays I click on. I click on the ones that are a nice length for YouTube, which usually favors a bot that's macroing, I suppose. The Tempest are still doing lots of work. The mothership is flying around. absorbing lots and lots of shots. However, Sharkbot is locked down on one base. One of those Tempest is probably going to die. This one's trying to get away, but it's +3 attack on those Stalkers for Xena too. That was very important. There's a Colossus in the main with Immortals. The second Colossus wanders in. It's like War of the Worlds. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this one. If you enjoyed this match, make sure to go ahead and click that like button if you haven't already. If we can hit 50 likes on this video, that would be amazing. Or if you want to set a super high goal, let's go for Xena's army supply, 120 likes. That is a very tall order. But anyway, thanks so much to everyone for tuning in. Leave a comment if you want to see more of these bot games. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. GG.